Five reasons for stock market crash. When you look at the stock market crash, there are few companies which will fall like anything and they will never ever come back. And there are few companies, even if they fall by a few percentage, they will come back quickly. They will rebound quickly. So what are those five reasons where during stock market crash you should be careful with these kind of reasons in a particular company, so that you will take necessary action, so that you protect your portfolio, which is really necessary at this point of time. So hi, hello, this is Ganesh Santuru, your stock market profit coach and author of the book One Page Stock Market Plan. And today you're going to see about five top reasons for a stock market crash. More than a crash, it's about a particular company's crash, failure, right? For a particular company, failure of a particular stock. Because if you look at last year, the best example is March 2020. At that time, most of the stock market has fallen down, but the companies which fallen by 30% or 40%, they rebounded quickly. There were companies which fallen by more than 100% and they took time, more than 6 months. But the companies which fallen by 30% or 40% max, I'm saying, they had rebounded quickly. The companies like HDFC Bank, Titan stocks, these are the kind of stocks, blue chip stocks I'm saying. And why they had rebounded? Because the debt was very low, or nothing, no debts were there, and financial management was too top notch. All these are positive reasons. Let's look at the reasons for companies which took lots of time, and because of entire market coming up, they started going up. Going up. But if the debt is still, if they are not servicing the debt, these are the companies which will be very hard enough to come back. If you look at the examples of certain infrastructure companies like Gammon Infra, and some of the companies like Suzlon and all those kind of companies which had fall, Unitech, GMR Infra, they're still in penny stocks. They didn't grow. Even in the last 1 year, these companies didn't grow. These are the companies which are having these top reasons where it will be hard for them to come back, and it can happen to any other company in the future, right? It can happen to any other big companies also. That is the reason I'm giving a warning sign. And the first is expansion with depths. And if they keep on expanding with depths without any proper plan on when they are going to come bring it down, or if there is no clarity, it's a very wise decision to stay away with those kind of companies. If you look at Tata Group at huge depths, but they are having a backup of Tata Sons, and they are even Tata Steel. They had a huge depth. They closed down in the last 1 year, and Tata Power, they closed down some huge depths in the last 1 year. Tata Motors also, they service the debt. But the point is, they are having a clarity. They are doing it. But there are few companies which are not doing it. Please be careful with those companies. And no plans to check progress, number of numbers in the balance sheet. For example, the ROE will decline, ROC, the return on equity, the return on capital employed, all these things will decline, and you can watch all these things in the balance sheet and all these related calculations very clearly. But few companies will look into it and they overcome. But there are companies, they never check into it, and they, that is the main reason for the failure, we can say. Because the inventory turnover, because all these points will say a biggest reason for whether the company is getting into bigger trouble, or will they come back. All these things, it will be clear. And financial mismanagement, the number third point, if you look at, again, this is one of the most important aspect. If they divert the company's fund into some other companies, that is the reason for failure. For example, S Bank, they didn't they mismanaged. Actually, they were giving away loans to some companies which were not even positive in the terms of cash flow, and they did that, and that is the reason for the failure of his bank. That is the reason for failure of DHFL. All these are big examples. And the fourth point is wrong calculation with respect to the economic cycle. If you go on an expansion free when there is no support or no demand, that will lead to failure. Bush and Steels, they were competing with the brothers were competing with each other, and they expanded when there was no demand, and the capacity were just utilized less than 70%. This led to the increase in debt. The interest started increasing, and this is the reason for most of the bigger companies to fall. So please be careful how much interest they are paying every year, and that is an indicator whether the debt is huge. That is an indicator that you should keep away from debts. Because if they are having debt, they should, management will clearly say when are they planning to close it down, when are they increasing the capacity. All things should be clear. And if they are able, if they are saying for the next 2 years they have a plan, are they keeping up the promise? That is even more important, right? That is what differentiates a company like Tata Motors from the companies like some other companies which is still growing. That is the reason I tell to all my clients that in case of small cap, this is the most difficult phase. So don't believe in small cap right now. Better to stay with the large cap. And small cap has fallen by a huge margin the last few days. and this is also one of the point, right? And finally, the last point is overconfidence of the promoters. The promoters, in the sense the owners, they will feel like this is the time they should grow. And because as an entrepreneur we feel like we have everything, let's grow, let's take loans, let's take the debts. They mismanage, they do everything, they do the wrong calculations, and all these things will not deter them to take a one back step, because that is what is needed at times. Because my mentor used to say, you should keep marching forward, but at times you need to take a back step and think, is there anything wrong? Should I ask somebody? Should I ask my close set of circles? This is even more critical. If you are at the top, you will have very few set of people, and you will not be able to discuss with whether you are going in the right direction or not. So have a set of people, think about what is this company taking necessary step, and how will you know the overconfidence of the company? Because they will go on expansion free, they will be getting into some unknown charters, I already said, and the management will be saying all positivity about what they are doing, and some quarter that will lead to negative results, and that is an indicator for you to look at whether should you continue your investments or you should exit completely. So all these are 5 points: expansion with debts, no plans to check the progress in the numbers speaks if they're not checking the numbers like ROE, ROC, the financial mismanagement, the wrong calculation of the economic cycle when they are expanding matters the most. And the fifth point finally is the overconfidence towards growth aspect. They'll keep on buying the other acquisition, they will keep on buying acquisition, or they will keep on going things uh, at a rapid speed with the people looking from outside will get the fear. So all these are most important points. If you look at for a company's failure, that will lead to stock market, that may lead to stock market crash, because all these are points which will lead over a period of time, right? You should be very very clear which stock you're picking going forward, because these are the 5 points which is you should be watching before investing your money. And traders, you should be even more careful, cautious, right? Thank you so much. It's not going on tips, it's all about selecting a big company which is very much clear. All these points should be clear with them, and then put your money, right? Thank you so much for watching.